What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again with Tier List Thursdays. Not only that, this is gonna be the first Tier List Thursday from the new location. That's right, I moved. I got everything over, internet set up, desk and mattress got moved, the big ones. So, energy might be a little different these next few weeks, for better or for worse. That's why, but I'm excited. This week we're coming at you with a recommendation from my most loyal Tier List Thursday soldier. We got a white people sayings ranking. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's jump right into this bad boy. First up, we got this is the final straw. That's a good one. This is a good one. I don't use this one a ton in my day-to-day life, but it is one that, you know, when you whip it out, that's when you know that white boy, he pissed, he's angry. But it's a good one, you know. Strawberry Camel's back, all that stuff. Up next we got Frick, which, you know, I guess technically is a white people saying. I think Frick goes in S tier. Frick's hilarious. I think when you use it in the right settings, Frick is infinitely funnier than just saying fuck. And I think just because of that, it goes in S tier. Holy Macaroni. This one's. I don't really care. I don't really care for that one. I'm not really a Holy Macaroni guy. If I'm gonna do that, I prefer the, you know, 1960s Adam West Batman, Robin bullshit. You know, the holy insert thing Batman. I think that's a lot funnier. I say that. I don't really go Holy Macaroni. It was never really my never really my groove. How do you like them apples? One of them that you don't really hear a lot. Yeah, this one's kind of going extinct, but I don't know. It's alright. It's pretty silly. Like I said though, I can't remember the last time I heard someone say this, but it's alright. Wise guy. Yeah, that's a good solid. That's a B tier. Wise guy's great. It's really, you know, it's one of those insults where it's like the thing itself isn't all that insulting. But if, you know, wise guy, that's fighting words. On the right circumstance, you call somebody a wise guy, punches might have to be thrown in the fucking Waffle House parking lot. Well, that just happened. That's an F tier. That, oh god. When it's used ironically, well, that just happens, can be funny. But when you're using it as it's intended, it is the most cringe millennial MCU bullshit you could ever say. Same thing with He's Right Behind Me, isn't he? It's 20 years ago, this is an easy S tier. That's hilarious, comedy gold. But it's not 20 years ago. If you say this, I'm beating your ass. But the flip, that's an A tier. Kind of same thing as Frick, but Frick's universal. You can always say Frick instead of fuck. What the flip, you know, that's specifically replacing what the fuck, but what the flip? That's pretty good. I think that's a good A tier. Look what the cat dragged in. I think that's a C tier. It's a real good dad saying, you know. But you know, I feel like you gotta at least be. You gotta be balding. You gotta have a beer gut to be able to say, "Look what the cat dragged in," effectively. I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. Ooh. I'd say that's a C tier. There are more threatening things white people could say. There are other white people sayings where you know shit's real. But it's alright. I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. Put that one in C tier. Groovy? Man, Groovy's in. We need to bring back Groovy. We need to start calling shit Groovy again. Groovy's an easy S tier. That's great. That's awesome. Let's Rock and Roll. That's an A tier. That's an A tier, baby. That's something I don't say a ton, just because, you know, direction life's headed. We're not rock and rolling a lot, but when we are, let's rock and roll. That's a good one. Absolutely. That gets the white boys pumped. Pick up phone, yellow. This is, I say I'm gonna put this one in B tier. This is something I find myself doing occasionally. But it's also a little corny, but I can't judge it too harshly because sometimes I do it. No More Mr. Nice Guy. This is a D tier. This one, see, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. That one you can be like, oh shit, okay, shit's about to get real. No More Mr. Nice Guy. That's an F tier actually. You look like a fucking chump. You look like a fucking loser. The fact that you're calling yourself a nice guy in the first place. Come on now, brother. That tears it. I've never heard this one. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say this before, and just for that, I think it has to go into F tier. I mean, this shit, what is it? Just practically extinct at this point? I don't know. Yeah, that's F tier. I've never even heard this. Hang On Buckaroo. Now, I'm going to rate this one more on Buckaroo than the Hang On. I'm more of a settle down whitey myself. But Buckaroo, that's an A tier. That's a good one. Buckaroo, it's one of those, like, real, like, simple, innocent white peopleisms. That's also really demeaning. Like, if you get called Buckaroo, that's just gonna fucking piss you off even more, if used in that context. But also, you can call a buddy a pal. You can call them a buckaroo, and it means nothing. But yeah, that's a buckaroo. That's an A tier. I like that. You and One Army, S tier. This shit actually goes hard. This is just that's actually just sick. I really don't have to explain it. This is badass. What in Tarnation? Another one of those things where you don't really hear it anymore. This one's kind of going extinct. It's okay though. Tarnation's a fun word, but it's clearly going out of style. The white folks aren't even using this one no more. Oh, HE double hockey sticks. That's a classic. That's absolutely a fucking classic. Same thing as like frick. It can be funnier to say HE double hockey sticks than to just say hell. That's an S tier. I mean, everyone. I mean, from like ages like 5 to 15, when you can't say hell, HE double hockey sticks works wonders. Timber. I'm gonna give it a D tier. It's you don't really. I don't know. I don't ever hear anybody say timber. I mean, and even if it did, like, even if like in the perfect scenario where like I don't know, you're at work or you're hanging out or something, and something starts to fall, and you shout timber, you're just gonna look like a loser. You're gonna look like an idiot. You're gonna make a fool of yourself. And for that, he gets D tier. Get a load of this guy. This is S tier. You kidding me? Another one of those white peopleisms where just shut shits down instantly just because of how like demeaning it is. It's just like, get a load of this guy. That's great. I need to start saying this more. I do say this one somewhat regularly. Whenever getting the chance, I'll use it. But oh, absolutely, love me a good getting a load of this guy. Pause. For Pete's sake, I'll give this one a C tier. I don't really got a lot to say about this one, I suppose. Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. I'm gonna put this one. Honestly, I'm gonna put this one in F tier. Mostly just because, now, granted, listen, white people, they love, the second they learn slang from, another ethnic group, we love using it, ruining it, until it was no, we gentrify. We even gentrify words, sayings, phrases. And, that's why, part of the reason why I want to do this white people phrase tier list is because we need to bring back our own vernacular. We gotta get back on our stuff. Let the other groups have their thing. We can have our thing. And it just makes it more fun for everyone. Diversifies the vernacular of the whole country, really. But I don't know. This is a this is just one of those things where it's like, oh, you check yourself before you wreck yourself. or riggedy wreck yourself. That's just, you know, we didn't come up with that one. We stole that one. F tier. Off fiddlesticks. D tier. It's just one. It's another, you know, polite PG way to say fuck. I think frick's a much better way to say it. I don't know. Not the biggest fiddlesticks guy. Golly gosh G. Another one that's extinct. I've never heard a soul say this shit. You're really busting my balls here. That's an S tier. I use this one. But you know, I love it. It's great. I need to hear more people saying this shit. S tier. Listen here, pal. A tier. This white boy. Oh, he's losing it. All right, he's barely holding on. Really threatening. Lets you know the severity of the situation instantly. Chump, S tier. We need to start calling people chumps again. Both as a friendly, you know, as a term of endearment, and also as an insult. Chump. Boom shakalaka. That's a B tier. You know, what was that? NBA Jam. This one, it is outdated. This one is going extinct. No one said this since, like, you know, the mid-2000s. Its heyday was back in the 90s. But, hey, man, you tell me if you don't whip out a boom shakalaka at the right time, that ain't gonna do numbers. Yeah, bring back boom shakalaka. You can say that again. I'll give it a B tier. One of those ones that you can use this. You know, it's same thing with, you know, you don't gotta tell me twice, stuff like that. It's a good everyday, you know, little whiteism. You bet your sweet bippy I do? Yes, absolutely. I mean, I can't ever read this without hearing it in Ed's voice from Ed, and Eddie. You bet your sweet bippy I do. Terrible Ed impression. I apologize. But it's great, you know, fun little vocal sim if you do it in Ed's voice. But yeah, no, that's an A tier. That's great. Hate to burst your bubble. This is another one that I say a lot. This is a whiteism I use. Teamwork makes the dream work. This one's an A tier as well. Sorry, I'm ranking two at once. This is great. This promotes and encourages, you know, camaraderie, teamwork. Which, you know, really, we should always be doing. Hate to burst your bubble is great too. Another one I use. I use both of these quite frequently. But yeah, easy B and A tier. You're on thin ice, Buster. Another one, A tier. Like, you know that. I don't know. Just another one. Really lets you know. You're on thin ice, Buster. You know, you're, I'm sorry, I can't think of anything. Shit, I don't know. It says exactly, it tells you everything you need to know. You're on thin ice. You know, you better stop what you're doing right now, or, you know, I'm gonna hit you with more combinations in a middle school locker room. Barking up the wrong tree. This is another one I use a lot, you know? Not a lot, I'm sorry, but this is another one I found myself using more. Although I don't use barking, I usually say climbing. But potato, you're barking up the wrong tree. It's a great one. Fun little way to tell someone, like, hey, you're asking the wrong person, or, you know, you're doing the wrong thing. You know, you should be looking elsewhere. Great, A tier. Whippersnapper. I mean, you want to talk about, where was it? Well, look what the cat drag did. You gotta at least have a beer gut and balding to say that. Whippersnapper, I don't even think you're allowed to be old enough to say this anymore. Like, you gotta be from, like, the silent generation to be calling people whippersnapper. Like, these people don't exist anymore. They're all gone. But, like, if you ever meet someone old enough to, like, use this and call you a whippersnapper, I'm sure it's a magical experience. I just don't think they exist anymore. Watch it, Einstein. C tier. It's funny. It's silly. Don't ever hear anyone say it, though. Just gonna sneak right past you. I say this a lot. More or less, like, especially at work, I don't really say, you know, I always say, right behind you. But, you know, just gonna sneak right past you, right behind you, all that sort of stuff. B tier, that's a nice, good, use it out of your everyday life. Absolutely. Excuse me, same thing. Move it down to C tier, though. Me personally, I prefer to just say excuse me in a really silly, high-pitched, like, mousy voice. You know, like, excuse me, excuse me. That one's a lot more fun. Excuse me, sure, it's okay, C tier. Holy cow. Same thing, where did I rank it? It's one of the first ones, like holy macaroni. Yeah, we'll just put it in C tier. It's like the same thing. I prefer the holy insert something. You know, like in like the Robin sense, you know, holy 9 to 5, Batman. We've got a but I don't know, whatever. Can't think of one off the top of my head. D tier, I don't really use it. Sweet giblets, gross. F tier. Hot Belgian waffles, not in a million fucking years. Oh brother, S tier. Anything SpongeBob reference, S tier. You can always whip out an oh brother. You know, everyone instantly knows what you're talking about. You don't even need to finish the line. It's great. It's perfect. Jesus H. Christ. That's a classic. You kidding me? Jesus H. Christ. You hear this every single day. Everyone uses this. Absolutely phenomenal. You're taking something that people already say all the time, just saying Jesus Christ, and you're adding an H. What's the H stand for? Who knows? We'll never know. And that makes it fantastic. That makes it an S tier. Nice try, pal. I'm more of a nice try, buddy kind of guy. Or maybe, you know, just it'd be a little crass. Nice try, fucker. I think nice try, fucker has got a lot more punch to it, a lot more snap. But nice try, pal. That's an A tier. That's good. Radical. B tier, I think it's up there with chump. We need to bring back radical. We need to start calling shit radical again. Ride on, I didn't even realize it was like a white people thing, but I guess it is. C tier. I don't really say it a bunch. I'm more of a fuck yeah, or a hell yeah. I'm more of a hell yeah. But ride on, hell yeah. You know, if you want to be more PG about it, ride on's a great way to say that. Tubular. Same thing, I don't know. Tubular is actually kind of lame. We can keep that one in the past. Tubular kind of sucks. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. A tier. Come on now. Everyone says this shit. It's, you know, it's comedic. It's a nice way to add a little bit of levity. So, you know, maybe a little whoopsie you made. A little fuck up. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, that's universal. Everyone can use this one, and everyone should use this. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O is hilarious. Crud. I guess that, yeah. I don't know, some of these things seem so basic and universal, I didn't even realize it, but crud's great. Crud's good. B tier. Although, it's not like crap. It is a swear word, so I don't know why you would need to censor yourself, but crud, crap, both work. No shit, Sherlock. Ooh, wow, I think that might be the... Oh, no, here, okay. That's like one of 2 things on here with a swear word in it. But no shit, Sherlock, that's a good S tier. It's nice, sarcastic, it's snappy. It's like, where did I put it? Where was like, yeah, watch it, Einstein. I've never heard someone say watch it, Einstein. People say no shit, Sherlock all the time. No shit, Sherlock's great. That's an easy S tier. For crying out loud, you know, this is one that I don't hear a lot. It's one of those ones where I'm gonna use for Pete's sake before I'm gonna say for crying out loud. I'll put it in the same tier, and I'm not ranking these, fuck that. But just know, for Pete's sake, is above for crying out loud. Over my dead body, S tier, I use this all the time. Maybe not in this exact wording, but, you know, I tell people I'll be, you know, I'll be cold and still in a shallow grave before this. But over my dead body, that's great. That's something everyone says. That's an S tier, absolutely. well, I'll be darned. One of those ones where I'm thinking about it. Well, I'll be darned sounds better than well, I'll be damned. Neither sound great though. That's like a D tier. What's much better, and we'll get to it in a second. Well, actually, we'll do it right now. What's way better than well, I'll be darned is saying, well, I'll be a insert something. Monkey's uncle. Well, I'll be a whatchamacallit. This is great. This one's fun. This one's so much more customizable. This gives the white folk an opportunity to really, you know, add their own panache, their own flavor to it. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. I'll be a whatchamacallit. You know, it just gives you an opportunity. Make it maybe more relevant to the situation. Make it more topical. Or just, you know, find a way to say it and make it your own. Hickory do. I ain't never heard that shit in my life. Hold your horses. S tier. This is one I've been using a lot more. Oh, it's great. It's awesome. Hold your horses. Settle down now. That's great. Everyone needs to be saying this more. Gee Willikers. Yeah, I guess if you're like 12 and have inch-thick glasses, Gee Willikers great. But if you're not, why are you saying this? Dag Nabbit. Unless you're Tomater, I don't know why you're saying this. Awesome sauce. We need to bring back awesome sauce. I've been saying this. I've been on the awesome sauce train. We need to bring back awesome sauce. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I say that we'll put it in A tier. It's not quite S tier, but this is one I say a lot. Or at least one that goes through my head a bunch. Just a fun, nice little rhyme. You're dang skippy, I do. Fuck that. You bet your sweet bippy, I do. You're dang skippy? What the fuck does that even mean, F tier? You kiss your mother with that mouth? One I haven't heard in a while. I used to hear it a lot more in the past when I was younger. Maybe it's more of like just an Appalachia thing where I heard it, or just a region I lived in. A lot of people like this. But yeah, no, I don't really hear you kiss your mother with that mouth a bunch. It's alright though, if you're trying to, granted, I swear a lot. People I know either just accept that or also swear a bunch. So we're not really, you know, harping on others for their crass tongue. But, you know, if you are. Also, why are you kissing your mom? I don't know. D tier. Shake a leg, never heard that bullshit. Buzz off, will ya? Well, now this one's a fucking Smiling Friends reference, so it has to go in A tier. I don't give a rat's ass. S tier. Oh, fuck. Oh, thank God. Shit. I don't give a rat's ass. That's an S tier. Beautiful. Why I oughta. That's in B tier. Yeah, it's okay. Don't hear people say it a bunch. Oh, fuck. We did that thing. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. We gotta make it look nice. We gotta make it look neat. I'm so sorry. God, first one in the new apartment, and it's already so unprofessional. Fuck. Alright, there we go. Make like a banana and split. Corny. Make like a tree and leaf. Also corny, but a little bit better. Really screwed the pooch on this one. A tier. What the fuck you mean you screwed the pooch? What the hell's wrong with you? But still, I think it's great. It's a fun way to convey that you fucked up. It's one of those things where, like, I heard people say it all the time. I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's the same. But when you get old, I just sat down and thought about it. I'm like, screwed the pooch? What the hell? It's almost absurd. It's crazy. It's a wild thing to say, and I think that's what bumps it up to A tier. Almost carries it into S tier, but almost, not quite. Oh no, the music stopped. Drat's good. It's okay. C tier. Aw, rats? Who the fuck says that? Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did I do? Oh, okay, there we go. Scoot. Yeah, sure, B tier. You know? I'd scoot over. Scoot, get out of here. That's a very nice, good, everyday one. I guess one I use more than I realize it. Cowabunga? shout out to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Unfortunately, it's really hard to bring this one back because it has just been... Cowabunga just is the thing the fucking Ninja Turtles say. There's nothing else. No one can ever say Cowabunga without immediately going, oh, like Ninja Turtles. But yeah, just being associated with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's an A tier. Now you listen here, A tier. That's a good one. Yeah, sorry, don't got much to add to that. That's just good. That's great. That's how you know a white folk's pissed. Let's blow this popsicle stands. I heard this one a lot more when I was younger. Not so much, but it's alright. It's a B tier. It's good. It's a fun one to say. That son of a gun. Son of a gun, it's kind of fun to say, but calling someone a son of a gun, like in this context, I don't know, bro. I'm not really feeling it. You mess with the boy, you get the horns. S tier. Come on now. Beat it, twerp. Twerp is one of those things, like, you gotta be, like, a teenaged older sister to call someone a twerp. You know? It's... The older you get, and the more masculine you are, twerp gets less and less use. Like that, just a pity. B tier. That's alright. Yeah, that's a nice, good B tier. Whoa there, fella? I don't know about y'all, but anytime I see the word fella, all I can think of is a white person not saying the N-word. Because that's what I do anytime I'm singing along to a rap song. I don't say the N-word. Let the record show. I don't say it. I replace it with fella. You know, it's a word I can say. It rhymes. And, you know, it works rhythmically. I just see, whoa there, fella, and I'm like, oh, this white boy wants to say it, but he's not going to. F tier. Scram. It's like Scoot, but better. Watch it, punk. I don't know. Calling someone a punk, that's like... That's a boomer thing. You know, you can only really call someone a punk unless, like, you're older than them, and that makes you seem like a fucking stick-in-the-mud boomer. Cool your jets. I haven't heard this one in a while. Oh, but fuck, where'd I put it? Oh my god. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Where the fuck did I put... There it is. Cool your jets. This one's really good. That's good. We need to bring this one back more. You know, I don't hear people say it enough. What am I doing, man? But put it in B tier. We need to bring this back more. That's a cool way to say that. Okay, we got two heavy hitters right here. Shit, these might be the two best phrases in the entire tier list. Take a chill pill, newsflash, buddy. Those almost might get their own tier. They're not, but they could. I mean, really, only thing that holds a candle to newsflash, buddy, and take a chill pill? I'd probably say, oh, brother, or I don't give a rat's ass. But even so, those are terms I like. Newsflash, buddy, take a chill pill? These are, like, universal in the white community. Newsflash, buddy's great. This is the number one. If a white person says newsflash, buddy, I don't know what the hell you did, but you pissed him off, and there's no going back. But I think that's the tier list. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all agree with my rankings. But yeah, here we go. I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one. Take care.